lovers, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Down to lose 1. 51's a Buzz. Hey, pick your game up.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And this is caught at the 8. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Motion, motion, motion. Right here, guys.
Now Mariota. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
It's 3rd down and goal.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal.
It's our field. Hey, it's our regular. Watch the twist. Check 13. Check. Hey, alert 33. Check.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Right here. Hurry. Mike's 5-4. Hurry. You alert. Watch out. Check, Mike.
To throw, Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Motion. Right there, 54.
Point it right.
No chance. Mike 5-4.
Hey, exit.
Watch the run.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And Callaway taking it in left side. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. One. 51, Mike 51. Big stop, D. Big stop. Bravo. 51 to Mike.
To throw is Mariota. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Mariota from the gun on third down. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come over.
Now the ball comes loose, and that might be Titan football. It is.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mariota. Buying time to his left. Incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
58, come on.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
From the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion. Because most of the time, we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Check 55, Mike. Come on.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Got you, boy.
I got you.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 36 yards on the play.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Tennessee.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. First down, Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Now Hunt. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hurry, hurry. Switch. Hurry. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Hurry. 58 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Time to go. Night. Check three.
Throwing, Mayfield, forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go again. Switch it, switch it. Real. Switch it. Run.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Check it back.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half here, Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hurry! Mike, hurry! Mike, 5.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Hurry!
Watch that.
SOS. Pistol. SOS.
God!
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving. Laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 52. Regular.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Get that ball. Check right. Watch it, you grind. Let him know. Let him know.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw, Mariota. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry, and it's 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never put pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Come get some, Charlie. He don't want it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down, Titans.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
Here we go.
Again on the play. 1st down, Tennessee.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. 58, come on. 58.
Now Mariota. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Third and long here for Mariota. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
All day, dog. Take it, take it.
Mike 51.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mariota. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Mariota. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Watch the ship. King. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 26. Check 26. Alert 3. Run. Alert 3.
Alert.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Regular.
Rep. Check.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Sponge. No. You go tight. You got.
Hey, alert.
Alert flag.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready? Watch the safety.
They'll run again with Hunt. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Go.
On third down, Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt taking it in. And the Browns add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And an alley to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Throwing is Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Mariota hands to Henry. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. is blocked, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
I'm coming. Rush in. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check. Fresno. Hurry.
Mayfield now. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Set. 180. I'm coming. Watch run. Watch it. Out. Pistol. Check 24. Watch out.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Point it right. Switch. Hurry. Play. Mike 55, Mike 55. Real. Not here. Hey, Haywood. Check 55, Mike. Hey, check Mike.
Now Mayfield on 4th down, rolling to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
51 to Mike. Stop your body.
Following the interception here, Mariota. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mariota gives to Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Mike, 58, right there.
You must be dreaming.
Mariota now. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Defense, our time. It's our time. Check three. Say.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They run again with Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set, 180.
Right there, look, 55. Man, I got you. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Point it right. Hurry.
Mike 55. I got one.
Down Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Cleveland, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on the set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all